viewers, welcome to My India, a show that brings the latest updates about India's rich culture, ethnic diversity and growing economy. I'm your host Abha. India has a unique and varied culture which plays an important role in its development. Be it harsh winters or cool summers, India's northern state of Jammu and Kashmir looks beautiful ever. Recently, a fun festival, Fantoosh, was celebrated to promote and preserve the rich culture and traditions of the state.
Kashmir Rally came alive during a cultural event organized by an entertainment brand, Fantoosh, at the Kashmir University's Convocation Complex in Srinagar. Themed Jashn-e-Chilai Kalan, the festival of the severest and the harshest period of 40 days of winter in Kashmir, saw a huge participation of people. Chilai Kalan starts from 21st December to 31st January, during which people prefer to stay at home.
किसी भी कौम की, किसी भी जो नेशन होता है, किसी भी स्टेट की जो पहचान होती है वो उनकी लैंग्वेज होती है, उनकी ज़बान होती है, उनका कल्चर होता है, उनका जो रिच ट्रेडिशन होता है वो होता है, उसको बार बार डिस्प्ले करने की बहुत ज़रूरत है. पीपल लाइक अस या और भी इवेंट मैनेजर्स हैं या गवर्नमेंट एजेंसीज़ की की तरफ से कल्चरल एक्टिविटीज़ ऑर्गेनाइज की जाती हैं. इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट ताकि लोगों को, हमारी आने वाली पीढ़ी को, नई जनरेशन को पता चले कि व्हाट वी बिलोंग टू, हम कहाँ से हैं और हमारा कल्चर क्या है, उनको एक पहचान देना बहुत ही ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट है.
To mark the occasion, cultural performances were also organized to promote Kashmir's rich culture and tradition with a social message. The mega event also helps reduce stress among the youth by providing a platform and encouraging their talent.
बहुत ज़्यादा ये एक स्ट्रेस बर्स्ट है हमारी. बहुत ज़्यादा हम खुश हो जाते हैं. ये लिटरली हमारा सारा स्ट्रेस रिलीव करता है और हम खुश हो जाते हैं. ऐसी एनर्जी कभी नहीं मिलती और ख़ासकर कश्मीर में. इन शोज़ में हमेशा एक मैसेज होती है. जैसे आज एसिड अटैक पे था, वो एक सोशल मैसेज थी, एक सोशल अवेयरनेस थी. ये बहुत ज़रूरी है हमारे लोगों में.
दे आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्योंकि हमारे कश्मीर में इतना स्केड्यूल नहीं होता है कि उसके बाद आप कर्ज आए, पढ़ाई की तो कहीं जाए. ऐसे एंटरटेनमेंट प्रोग्राम्स होने चाहिए जिसकी वजह से हमारे माइंड जो है, हमारी सोल जो है वो फ्रेश रहती है. उसके अलावा इसमें हम सोशल मैसेजेस देते हैं. दे आर इम्पॉर्टेंट.
Later, a musical performance by a prominent Kashmiri singer, Mehmeed Saeed, enthralled the audience.
यहाँ पे विंटर्स में ना कोई काम नहीं होता है, ज़्यादातर लोग घर में ही बैठे रहते हैं और इतना इवेंट भी नहीं होते हैं. जो फंतूश यहाँ पे स्टार्ट हुआ है, इसकी वजह से थोड़ा यूथ को मौका, प्लेटफॉर्म मिला है कि अपने आप को लोगों के सामने आने का मौका मिलता है, फिर दिखाने का मौका मिलता है.
The Fun Festival not only fascinates youngsters but also enthralls the old and children. Such festivals display India's rich culture and tradition and also promote tourism in the country.
India is a land where people of multiple faiths have been living together in harmony and unity since time immemorial. Recently, people cutting across religious lines celebrated the Urs of Baji Mian Muhammad Ismail Sahib in Riyasi district of Jammu and Kashmir.
Faith, prayers and belief. People from different communities gathered at the shrine to celebrate the 46th Urs of Baji Ismail Sahib, at the Jandi Mode area in Riaisi district of Jammu and Kashmir. Thousands of devotees come from different parts of the country to pay their respects to the saint and seek his blessings.
इनकी ज़िंदगी में भी जो लोग गुरबा यतमा मसाकीन थे इनके दर पर आते थे और यहाँ से लंगर खाते थे, जाते थे और दुआएं हासिल करते थे। अल्लाह तबारक व तआला उनको हर मर्ज़ से शिफा अता फरमाता था। अल्लाह तबारक व तआला अपने इन औलिया के तवस्सुल से आने वाले लोगों की तमाम मुरादों को, जायज़ मुरादों को पूरा करता है। यहाँ पर हिंदू, मुस्लिम, सिख, ईसाई तमाम लोग बिला लिहाज मज़हब व मिलत शिरकत करते हैं और ये रियासत में अपनी नौइयत का एक मुनफरद उर्स होता है जिसमें सियासी लोग भी शरीक होते हैं, समाजी भी और आम तबका भी शरीक होता है। अल्लाह तबारक व तआला इस मज़ार शरीफ के रूहानी फीज़ व बरक़ात से तमाम लोगों को मुस्तफ़ीज़ फरमाए।
The sense of togetherness, love and respect was also seen among the people sharing meals on one large metal plate. The food is also believed to be a cure for diseases.
मैं सन 2000 दिसंबर 2006 से कैंसर से पीड़ित था और मैं लगातार ही एक बार नहीं बल्कि 2 बार उसके बगैर भी यहाँ आता रहा। तो मुझे ये बाजी साहब और ये इस ज़ियारत से इतना फ़ायदा हुआ है कि मैं बयान नहीं कर सकता। और मैं आम लोगों के लिए भी दुआ करता हूँ कि किसी को भी ये बीमारी ना लगे और अगर किसी को होती है तो यहाँ आए। और मैं दावे से कहता हूँ कि वो इसको ये बाजी साहब या ये ज़ियारत वाले जो हैं ये ऐसी रहम व करम के साथ बिल्कुल ठीक हो जाएंगे।
Several arrangements were made for the people to offer prayers in the memory of the saint. To mark the occasion, a speech on the history of shrine was also organized to spread the awareness among the people.
मियाँ मोहम्मद इस्माइल खिजरी रहमतुल्लाह ताला अलैह के सालाना उर्स के मुबारक मौके पर दूर व दराज से, बल्कि यूँ कहिए कि पूरी रियासत से यहाँ आज लोग आए हुए हैं और ये सब हमारी रियासत में सबसे ज़्यादा लंबा चलने वाला उर्स हज़रत मियाँ इस्माइल चंडी मोड़ वालों का होता है कि जो लगभग 10-11 दिन ये मुसलसल ये उर्स चलता है और यहाँ पर हज़ारों की तादाद में हिंदू, मुस्लिम, सिख हर मज़हब का आदमी यहाँ पर आकर हज़रत बाजी साहब की बारगाह में खिराज अकीदत पेश करता है।
People also read religious texts and Quranic verses for spiritual peace.
With initiatives like Make in India and Digital India, the Indian economy is on a robust growth trajectory. A lot of emphasis has been given to boost the country's economy. Let's look at some recent developments.
Auto Expo 2016 was recently inaugurated in Delhi's satellite town Greater Noida, which will feature the latest cars, motorcycles and commercial vehicles brought out by nearly 1,500 global brands such as Jaguar Land Rover, BMW, Fiat Chrysler among many others. The Auto Expo provides a major boost to the Indian economy, which is set to become the world's third largest auto market by 2020. Keeping up with the trend of commoners' transportation and growing aspirations, the theme of the event is Mobility for All. More than 80 vehicle launches are expected at the Auto Expo 2016, the biggest edition in the show's 30-year history. This year's Auto Expo is mainly dominated by compact SUVs, smaller, low-cost versions of the off-road lifestyle cars aimed at young, urban car buyers. Nissan has been organizing the Nissan GT Academy competition to challenge young gamers to turn their dream to become professional racers into reality. Started in Europe in 2008, Nissan GT Academy has been originated with the belief that virtual racing gamers can become professional racers if they are properly trained with high-level motorsport skills. Thailand and India joined with the Nissan GT Academy in 2014, followed by Japan, Philippines and Indonesia. Japan Japan's Toshiba has developed a high-tech device fitted on spectacles which reflects information 1.25 meters ahead of the device view. For example, during the maintenance work of the bridges or the tunnels, a worker can complete his mission without interrupting operation of his both hands. This wearable glass is equipped with multiple languages so that it performs as a tourist guide.
India is the world's second largest producer of textile and apparels. With a unique blend of tradition and technology and diverse design base, the industry is set to touch new heights. Business Watch reports on the industry's growth.
Indian textiles and apparels have a history of fine craftsmanship and global appeal. The Indian textile industry is highly labor intensive. Most artisans operate in unorganized sector. Cotton, silk and denim from India are very popular abroad, and Indian fabric has huge demand in fashion centers across the world. With the spinning industry slowing down in China, the prospect for the Indian textile sector looks bright.
Textile industry is a very robust industry, and the advantage to India is that India is a predominant producer of raw material, whether it's natural or the artificial man-made fiber. Fortunately for India, the spinning is closing down in China, and therefore Indian industry has got sufficient order for export of cotton yarn. In fact, it's a reversal of the trend. Few years back we were exporting cotton, importing cotton yarn from China, but now we are exporting cotton yarn and importing cotton from China.
In a recently held 56th India International Garment Fair in New Delhi, exhibitors showcased their latest designs and trends in the apparel industry. Buyers and sellers from around the world participated in the fair.
Very much, actually. It has lots of variety in accessories and apparel as well, and you can find many different styles and things, and meet all suppliers, meet new suppliers.
The balls have started rolling, and the government is doing a lot, in the sense they've come out with policies when they're returning us the money and making it better. So I guess with coming years things are going to be better, but the balls have started rolling.
Every time there is always something new which you learn in terms of fabrics, in terms of silhouettes which come up, and this time also the patterns and the fabrics are amazing. India is known for fabrics, and every time it amazes.
India is one of the leading exporters of ready-made garments in the world. Main markets for Indian textile and apparel exports are the US, European Union, parts of Asia, Middle East. The country's overall exports of textiles stood at $41.4 billion in 2014-15 compared to $39.31 billion in 2013-14. Total exports of textiles and apparel are expected to touch $65 billion by March 2017.
Textile sector has done reasonably well, and garments in particular has done very well. In fact, garment export last year were around $16 billion alone, and total textile export was around $38 billion. But we look at tremendous opportunity, though of course the competition has increased with the coming of Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Southeast Asian player. But a positive development is that Vietnam is looking more into high and medium technology sector. The costs have gone up in China, and even in textile sector, China is losing its competitive edge. So market will be much open for India now, and India and many of our Southeast Asian countries and South Asian countries will compete. In fact, on the garment sector, we have been able to retain our position in US market, which we lost to China, Bangladesh few years back.
With the government also pitching in its efforts to boost the industry, buyers from across the world have started showing interest in India and view it as a safe destination for sourcing garments.
India is a home for multiple religions where people live together in peace and harmony. We take you to Charaibahi village in Jorhat district of Assam, where a religious event was held to send a message of brotherhood and peace across the country.
A large number of people from different faiths gathered at a religious event in India's northeastern state of Assam. The two-day event was organized by 9 Muslim villages of Charaibahi Panchayat area in Jorhat, with an aim to foster peace, unity and brotherhood among different communities. Leaders from different communities also participated in the meeting to spread message of unity across the country.
कि हम लोग का मजहब है इस्लाम। इस्लाम का अर्थ है शांति, पीस। इस्लाम इज मीनिंग ऑफ पीस। तो हम लोग का एम है कि एकता, शांति, संप्रीति और भाईचारा। काफ़ी दिनों से हम देख रहे हैं कि पूरे हिंदुस्तान में, पूरा आवाम में ये फैला गया कि हिंदू और मुस्लिम के बीच कई फसाद हो रहे हैं, कोई मतलब दंगेबाज फैला रहे हैं, कोई जहरी हो रहा है। तो इसलिए आज का हम लोग का मकसद ये दीनी जलसा है, एक्चुअली ये पूरा इस्लामिक फंडामेंटल के ऊपर ही है। फिर भी हम लोग यहाँ हिंदू स्पीकर भी इन्वाइट किया है, वो लोग भी आएंगे, आप लोग मौजूद रहेंगे। और थ्रू दिस प्रोग्राम we want to messaging for all the people of India, all the people of Assam.
The leaders cautioned people against some elements who wanted to disturb peace in the region and called upon them not to pay any heed to them.
हमारे दादा परदादा से लेकर के हमारे साथ पुश्ती सब लोग कहते हैं कि हम ना हिंदू मुस्लिम जो भी है, हमारे यहाँ पे जितने भी धर्म के प्रांत के लोग हैं, हम लोग सब हमेशा से भाईचारे के हिसाब से रहे हैं, रहेंगे और इंशाअल्लाह मरते दम तक हम लोग सब एक भाई हिसाब से ही रहेंगे। कुछ लोग ऐसे हैं जो ये प्रचार कर रहे हैं कि हिंदू मुस्लिम को लेकर के, या बहुत सारे ऐसे हम लोग सुन रहे हैं, जान रहे हैं कि भारत के विभिन्न राज्यों में बहुत सारा ऐसा अफवाह फैल रहा है जिसको लेकर के थोड़ा सा अशांति हो रहा है। तो हम लोग ये बोलना चाहते हैं कि जो लोग ये अशांति फैला रहे हैं वो किसी धर्म के लोग नहीं हैं।
Religious leaders preached that Islam stood for peace and universal brotherhood and not for violence, as being misinterpreted by those involved in terror activities. The initiative was hailed by the people who came from far-off areas to listen to the religious leaders.
আজি প্ৰায় 15 বছৰ আমি হিন্দু মুছলমান একত্ৰিত হৈ আছো আৰু এই জলসাখন হিন্দু মুছলমান একত্ৰিত হৈ আয়োজন কৰা হৈছে আৰু দেশৰ শান্তি সম্প্ৰীতি ৰক্ষাৰ কাৰণে এই জলসা মানে পতা হৈছে। হিন্দু মুছলমানে যিখিনি ধৰ্মক লৈ ভেদভাৱ কৰি আছে, এই ভেদভাৱ থাকিব নালাগে। সদায় আমাৰ অসমত মাত্ৰ একত্ৰিত হৈ থাকিব লাগে। ধৰ্ম নামত এক দেও এক খেও, তাৰ বিনে নাই কেও, মাত্ৰ এটাই ধৰ্ম হ'ব লাগে।
এইবিলাকতো খুব ভাল লাগে, কাৰণ আমি প্ৰতিবেশী, আমি সদায় ককাই ভাই দৰে আছোঁ আৰু আমাৰবিলাক অনুষ্ঠানতো হিন্দুৱে যদি পাতিছে তেতিয়াহ'লে মুছলমানসকলে সমানে অংশগ্ৰহণ কৰিছে আৰু তেখেতসকলৰ পৰা সহায় সহযোগ কৰিছে। আমাৰ হিন্দুও
The values and traditions of the people in India promote integration among different communities.
With internet governance likely to see an increased role for governments in coming years, various companies across the globe are launching advanced security operations to combat cyber threats.
In the wake of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's initiative Digital India, cybersecurity in India has become an issue of utmost importance. It is important to ensure that the internet infrastructure being put in place is stable and secure. Japan's leading IT and network technologies company NEC Corporation has launched a cybersecurity factory in Singapore as the latest addition to its global portfolio of security operation centers that can be useful in countries like India. The NEC is already working with the Singapore government to strengthen the country's preparedness in combating latest cyber threats. In particular, NEC and the Singapore Economic Development Board have launched the Strategic Attachment and Training Program to promote the next generation of IT cybersecurity experts.
A leading global technology ICT company such as NEC has anchored its advanced capabilities and helped the development of professionals and innovation in Singapore. Facilities such as the Cybersecurity Factory will go a long way in helping businesses better manage and mitigate cybersecurity challenges.
The newly opened Cybersecurity Factory in Singapore will collaborate with NEC's Security Operations Center located in strategic parts of the world with an aim to provide an interconnected network to share intelligence on cyber threats and deliver all-time security to the users.
The Cybersecurity Factory targets two key segments of our customers. First are the Japanese companies in this region, and number two are the SME, the small and medium enterprises operating in this region as well. The key value that the Cybersecurity Factory brings to the customer is that we can bring affordable, quality cybersecurity defense solutions to a lot of our customers. They can, in this region, that would include places far-flung like India or even Thailand and Philippines, to subscribe and try our innovative solution.
In another technological development, a device will now help to read the mind of your pet. Japan's Anicol Corporation has introduced gyro sensor which can be fixed in a collar of cat or dog.
寝ているを例に出しますと、お腹を見せて寝るっていうのは安心しているか服従しているかのどっちかのポーズなんですね。で、逆に腹を伏せて寝てるっていうのは単に疲れている場合もございますし、ちょっと警戒しているっていう場合もございますし、そういった中で微弱な違いをですね、このセンサーの向きで感じ取って気持ちで一つずつ表示させていくっていうような形になります。
Health of pets is a big concern for the owners. With the help of this technology, the pets can get better care.
This week in our food section, we have something special for those who have a sweet tooth, coconut kheer. This South Indian dish is primarily prepared during festivals and on other occasions. Let's look at how it is made.
Coconut kheer. The preparation time is 20 to 25 minutes. It takes around 20 to 25 minutes to cook. This preparation serves 3 to 4 people. We need the following ingredients to make the coconut kheer. Coconut powder 100 grams, milk 250 milliliter, saffron syrup 1 teaspoon, oil 2 tablespoons, butter 2 tablespoons, honey 1 tablespoon, water 1 glass. Method: heat a pan, add 2 tablespoons of butter and let it melt properly. Add coconut powder and fry till it turns golden brown. Pour a glass of water and cook for 10 to 15 minutes. Add a teaspoon of honey and stir for 5 to 6 minutes till it becomes thick. Pour the dish in a serving bowl and garnish with coconut powder and 1 teaspoon of butter. The tasty coconut kheer is ready to be savored. Recipe recap: heat a pan, add 2 tablespoons of butter and let it melt properly. Add coconut powder and fry it till it turns golden brown. Then pour a glass of water and cook for another 10 to 15 minutes. Add 1 teaspoon of honey and stir for 5 to 6 minutes till it becomes thick. Garnish with coconut powder and 1 teaspoon of butter and serve.
That's all we have for you this week. Your comments and suggestions are important to us. Do give us your feedback at myindia@ani.in.com. In the next episode, we will come up with some more latest news about India's diversity and its economy. Signing off with a look at the Bharat Parv event that showcased cultural performances and crafts mela at Red Fort in the capital, New Delhi.
देखी